be before installing Citrix XenApp and XenDesktop in your PC need to be done three prerequisites, that is .NET framework server need to be part of, need domain. Okay, then the third one is of course network need to be set as static IP. So let's start with setting a static IP. So this is how we'll be setting a static IP, and had given the DNS server as ID server IP just because we had configured the DNS server in AD server itself. And moreover, if you guys require to know how to configure an AD server, please watch our previous videos. Okay, so the next thing is adding images features. So go to features, add feature, .NET framework, and install it. Next, we need to add this server to a domain. So let's go to my computer, properties, advanced settings, computer name, change, domain. Okay, so ctx.com, that's the domain name we have already created. So ctx slash admin is Twitter password. Welcome. Okay, restart. Yeah, log into domain account as admin. Okay, next. So I have already added the XenApp and XenDesktop, and I will show you how to add the disk image. Like go to settings, CD and DVD data SATA drive. Use ISO file image file option and can browse your local PC, and you can select the ISO file. Okay, so that's it. Open it, and we are going with XenApp, XenDesktop. Okay, if only XenApp is required, means can start with XenApp. So we are going with XenDesktop, and going with the first option like delivery controller. Even in this option we can install some of the components like Director Studio, and what all the components required can be installed using this option. So going with that. Okay, so please carefully read the license details. So I have a read. Okay, and next director. Okay, let it be. License server is not required. it's a trial version, and for learning purpose we are going to install this component. SQL, yeah, SQL Server 2014 Service Pack 2 is asking to install. It's a feature available in this package itself. So if you had an additional database server, can connect. Otherwise, can add this feature and configure within the server itself. Okay. Yeah, this is shadow option. So I'm enabling it, and IP. Yeah, I'm going with automatically. And any production environment should be manually and configure the respective IPs. Next, yeah, these are all the components which are available in the package or the so .NET Framework, Visual Studio, local host cat storage, Microsoft SQL Server, and all these components. Okay, Microsoft Internet Information Service and all. Okay, so components, core components is delivery controller, studio director, and storefront. So all those components are going to install in this server itself. So if you want to install any one of the component, you had the options like here we can select if you want to install any single component in this server means. Okay, so we are going with the all component installation. Oh, hope the parts are selected properly. Yeah, fine. So let's start the installation. Okay, we'll go with a couple of time reboot and all. The components are all good installed. Okay, so next checking for the smart tools. I don't want to connect that. Fine, so you can go with this option, and you can see all the components are get installed and finish. So the studio console has been launched, and fine. In the next session we'll be discussing on how to configure this Citrix Studio. Fine.